What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about Cinderella's Hot Night. So this is a late night softcore movie. It is available on DVD. I watched it on Showtime, of course. So the story here is basically a really simple, basic retelling of Cinderella. Cindy is a secretary slash intern at an import-export business. Her boss is a nice guy, but he's married to this just horrible woman and her horrible daughters. And Cindy loses her apartment and doesn't have a place to stay, so she's gonna have to quit, her internship because she needs to, find a better job and whatever. And instead of just like being like, "Hey, Cindy, you're really valuable around here. Let's give you a paying job," he's like, "No, just come and stay at my place for a while." So she goes to stay there. Of course, the wife and the stepdaughters are really, or her stepsisters are really cruel to her, and I mean, you know the story of Cinderella, right? That's the story that happens here, except it's in this softcore, sex movie. So what I like about this movie, and I thought was really interesting, is it actually, if you take out all the sex, it's like a Hallmark movie. It really is. It has this like kind of sweet innocence to it almost. Like it's really light, like brisk comedy with some romance in there. About this girl who wants to fall in love with a prince, and she wants a better life for herself, and she's getting held down by these snarly types that she lives with. Anyway, so like if you can imagine a Hallmark movie with that like dripping, sentiment and light romantic comedy vibes, but then with these like frequent sex scenes, that's what you have with Cinderella's Hot Night. So it has like a ton of bare breasts. It's got some, nudity from both men and women, but there's very little full frontal nudity from women, and there's none from the guys. So the sex isn't actually that graphic. It's just more of like, just if you want to watch a movie that's got a lot of boobs in it, this would be it. I don't really know. It's an odd movie because I feel like the people who would be drawn to the sex part of it would probably not really appreciate the Hallmark-esque romance angle, and the people who would like the Hallmark romance-esque angle may not like the sex scene. So it's kind of an odd fit, but I actually thought it was a pretty fun movie. It's got a really colorful cast. If you're a connoisseur of the online adult world, you will probably recognize a couple of the females in this movie. Penny Pax is in this. Beverly Lynn, Sarah Hunter. Sarah Hunter had my favorite scene by far in it. It also deserves a little bit of note, I think anyway, because Beverly Lynn is probably about, I don't know, mid-40s to 50 in this movie, and she's got a sex scene, which you don't see that very often in like a regular softcore movie like this. So at least it makes an effort to like, show something other than like the silicone types, which is nice in my opinion. Sarah Hunter also definitely not a, airbrushed look in this movie either, which I think is nice. I think it's good to have a more realistic, grounded approach to these kind of things. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be whether or not you like late night movies like this. And if you do, hopefully you can get a few laughs out of the cheesy Hallmark style, romantic comedy part of it, or just appreciate the boobs, whatever you want to do. So it's a fun movie. It's not insanely fun. It's not really like over the top campy enough to be super entertaining, but I thought it was a solid watch and ended up being better than I expected it to be. So that's my review of Cinderella's Hot Night. If you want to read my full write-up, you can go to markfusion.com and check that out, as well as tons of other late night movies, erotica, exploitation, horror, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at MarkFusion if you want to see what I've been doing there. If you want to get an idea of what might be coming up on the channel soon, you can go to Letterboxd and look me up at MarkFusion there. I diary what I'm watching. I watch way more than I'm able to review here, so you can get an idea of what might be coming up. But the best thing you do to help me out is just to hit that sub button if you like the videos. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me, help me to keep watching all these crazy movies and talking to you guys about them. And also watching older videos is a big help as well. If you're interested in films like Cinderella's Hot Night, you can check out the Double D Dude Ranch. It's one of my favorites that I've watched fairly recently. And there's a lot of erotica and exploitation movies in my playlist. So thank you so much for watching this video. I do greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.